What's up, y'all? I'm Jordy, and today I'm going to be showcasing Mega Blastoise. Mega Blastoise, probably not as good or popular as Mega Charizard Y or Mega Venusaur, but this is going to be a lot of people's favorite starter, and it actually has some stuff it can do really strong these days. This team was made by Michael Kelsch, aka Michael Derbest. At least this version of it was that I've borrowed. I'll make sure to link to their Twitter in the description below. But basically the idea is Blastoise can fake out while Farigiraf sets up Trick Room, and then you can Rain Dance before the Blastoise under Trick Room, throw out huge powerful Water Spouts and Water Pulses, and then just clean up with Kingambit, and have Sinistcha to heal up your Blastoise if you need it. The Aerodactyl and Kangaskhan, he basically said don't use them, so mine are trained a little bit differently than this. This is a Mega Aerodactyl here. I'm going to be using a Focus Sash Aerodactyl. But the Kangaskhan's going to be the same. Silk Scarf, Scrappy with just Fake Out and Last Resort. It's a really funny mon, but I'm going to be leaning into the Blastoise mode entirely. Blastoise also gets Shell Smash, but we're not Shell Smashing on this team. This is just set up Trick Room, do Water Spout, big damage, clean up with Kingambit, basically. Sinistcha and Farigiraf are just support. So you really have two attackers, two support. It might go well, it might not. Here's the stats if you want to see them. But let's jump into it and see how this Blastoise can do. Okay, we are fighting a Floette team. They've got Kingambit, which can actually both underspeed Blastoise and Sucker Punch us. They've got a Fake Out. They've got Frostlass. Okay, Frostlass and Floette. Probably Scarf Adaptability, Basculegion. I like being able to set Rain. They're not going to be able to Fake Out us. So why not just do the thing? We're gonna bring the 4 we're supposed to bring, and we're gonna give it a shot here. The set Trick Room and then Kingambit comes in is probably the worst thing that could happen. Kowtow Cleave just does a ton of damage to us, and then our Water Spout doesn't work quite the same. They have a lot of spread attackers. They could do big damage to Blastoise turn 1. But we'll see. Sneasler and Floette. Okay. I'm gonna Mega Evolve and Fake Out Floette. And set Trick Room. I think Floette has more interesting options here, whether it's Calm Mind to try to take these hits better, or Dazzling Gleam for big spread damage. And the question is also whether they're more concerned about me getting up Trick Room, or if they're more concerned about doing damage to Blastoise right away. Fake Out, no Floette action today. Dark Claw into Blastoise. Gets the Paralysis. That's really bad, because now our Rain Dance won't go first. I guess we should check the stats to be sure. 103 halved is definitely less than 80. Half a Water Spout doesn't hurt. Could also double into Sneasler with Psychic. Would they be Sash Sneasler on this team? They totally could. Plus, who knows if Blastoise is even going to be able to move. They actually swapped there. That's great for me. Hello, Kingambit. I'm actually slower than you right now. Water Spout, not going to be the biggest damage because it's only half. But it's good damage. That was about an 80 power spread move, so about 60 power. Water Pulse will be about 50% stronger than that. I might be able to take out Kingambit. And that Para might actually help us take out the Kingambit. That's funny. It'll be close, but yeah, I think the play is Water Pulse the Kingambit. We've got Iron Head for later. It could also be Water Spout plus Sinistcha healing. I don't hate that either. Like, they're not gonna Sucker Punch in front of Farigiraf. They're smarter than that. Kingambit just protects. Could be a double protect. Fine by me. Water Spout. I could Rage Powder. I mean, I have the Resist Berry. 2 turns of Trick Room remain. They can protect the last one. This is my last chance to do big damage with Blastoise. So I'm going to Water Spout. Question is, do I even need to Rage Powder? I will. I can't risk them going for Sucker Punch. I don't think they will, but I can't risk it. Oh, they did go for it. Okay. Big Water Spout. Kablamo. Goodbye, Kingambit. Goodbye, half of Floette. That's really nice. Didn't even get Rain up. And Gleam is gonna hurt. Hello, Chomp. Blastoise certainly moves before Sinistcha when it's paralyzed, yeah. So I'm gonna be happy to click Water Pulse Chomp. And Life Dew. I think they just double protect here. The Life Dew should be free. It'd be crazy not to protect Floette. If you don't protect Garchomp, I could get it, I guess. Oh, cool. They let me attack the Garchomp. Too bad all I have is Water Pulse. And Dragon Claw into Blastoise. I mean, I can get Trick Room back up and just use Kingambit to sweep. I don't need Blastoise. I'm going to click Water Pulse into Garchomp again and try to get Trick Room back up. Make sure I didn't misunderstand what's going on. Yeah, Trick Room's gone. And you can double Sinistcha here, I guess. Light of Ruin! It missed! Okay, that would have taken Sinistcha. For sure. They have Light of Ruin! I kind of wish I could have seen that happen. That would have been really funny. That would have been so funny. Well, it's better to win then, but I need to Iron Head this Floette, keep it down, and I'll Matcha Gotcha into Garchomp. Like, yeah, they protect Earthquake here, obviously, but as long as I connect Matcha Gotcha, they'll be in range for the next one. I don't think Matcha Gotcha will KO Garchomp from here at all, but it should be able to do it in 2. Now that's potentially trouble. Now they have the win con of double protect Floette. Though it looks like I can Life Dew out of that Earthquake range. It did 100 plus 7 plus 9. If I get back an extra 50, that should be enough. I can go for the Iron Head plus Life Dew play. Keep Kingambit from getting knocked out. Yeah, they do go for the double protect play. It doesn't work, though. That should be game, then. I guess, what, they could crit? But it's going to be hard for them to ever break Sinistcha without Floette. Kingambit should be able to take that. Yep. And forfeit? Yeah. Battle's over at that point. If you got the double protect, sure. But I was still in it because of the life dew. Good game to my opponent. Ooh. Rain? And they have their own Blastoise with Archaludon. That could be somewhat difficult to handle. They have Scovillain. I don't think they bring that to this. They have a Sinistcha too, which is also very awkward. Is it ever Aerodactyl Blastoise here? Tailwind start water spouting? I think I'm gonna stick to the formula. There are definitely a lot of leads that could give me trouble, but there's also plenty that I can totally handle. So it really depends on how they want to play this. I may have to be flexible. They're a Scovillain tamer. They like Scovillain. Scovillain, Archaludon. Alright, this is a 50-50. They can bring in Rain and Electro Shot. Or they can just attack with Scovillain. And I have to fake out the right one. I'm gonna fake out the Archaludon and set Trick Room. Yes! Okay, I got it right. Alright, some damage onto Arch, probably trigger your stamina. Do you have Wide Guard on Pelipper? I think you probably do. I think you have Wide Guard on Pelipper. Water Pulse is 90 from Mega Launcher. Stab, stab. This is 120. Dark Pulse Arch plus Helping Hand. Does that do it? Let's see. It better. Yeah, they do have Wide Guard, so this is the correct play. Will it work, though? Aura Sphere would be really nice here. Ooh, so close. Flinch. Flinch, flinch, flinch. Flinch, 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 flinch. We're dead. We're dead. Goodbye. So close. Alright, this one, they have Scovillain as well, but they can Mega Evolve, which is rough. Nope, Battle Info's here. +2 defense on Archaludon. I think we Kowtow Cleave there, plus Psychic into Pelipper. I think Kowtow does it. We have black glasses, right? Should be plenty. Taking out the Arch here is great. Taking out Scovillain is going to be an issue. Eating a big Weather Ball too right here is not fun. Oh, it's Muddy Water? That could lose you the game with an accuracy drop. It does both. Kingambit's poised and ready to go. That is a big deal. I'm gonna Kowtow. And actually, I'm gonna Psychic Pelly. I was like, I want to get off the field to get some healing on Kingambit, but I think throwing 2 attacks here that should both be able to get the KO, even if one of them misses, should be pretty nice. And yeah, I'm gonna get burned, but I have the attack boost. Rage Powder, as long as I hit... I can't miss Kowtow Cleave, by the way. So the Psychic can miss, but Kowtow Cleave never misses. So that Scovillain's gone. That crit was not necessary. The Psychic could miss, and that would be the reason, like, maybe bringing in Sinistcha was better. Just another Muddy Water. Again? That's so good! Kowtow Cleave goes crazy! When they've got their own Sinistcha. Oh, that's gone. But actually, I'm not afraid of Sinistcha. So I think I Kowtow the Pelipper. Bring in my own Hospitality. Because there's no way they're going to be able to do damage to my Kingambit. And Kingambit is insanely strong right now. I just have to keep clicking Kowtow Cleave. I click anything else, it's going to miss. But Kowtow Cleave is an Aerial Ace clone. Actually, it's False Surrender, but 5 power stronger. They gave Grimmsnarl 2 signature moves. And then the very next game, we're like, let's make that, but like slightly better. Just 5 points stronger, give it to Kingambit. Sorry, Grimmsnarl, you're just not cool. Sinistcha has Protect? Oh, that's not very common. But I attacked the Pelipper anyway. Bop. Goodbye. I told you Muddy Water could lose you the game, and it did. That's all you. No, that wasn't me. That was all you. Oh, is Trick Room over? It is, but like... Yeah, they're done. Oh, good game. That was a fun one. Ooh, Blastoise not did at all, but Kingambit, dang. Talonflame Garchomp with Floette. They've got Basculegion, Aegislash, and Kingambit. That's a solid team right there. Very scary. Very... They've got 2 Slowmons, so Trick Room might not immediately win us the game. They also potentially have Wide Guard, Aegislash. We have Dark Pulse, which is nice into that. Kingambit is just good here generally. Into like, wow, all their team, except I guess Garchomp. I'm very happy to stick to the formula for this one. Kingambit is probably the thing I'm most worried about, like, on lead. Because then it's a question of whether I want to set Trick Room or not right away. Since it'll be underspeeding my Blastoise. Setting Rain only really helps their Basculegion, so I think it's okay. Something like Kingambit Floette is probably the lead I'm most afraid of. Because they could prevent me from going on the offensive by doubling into Farigiraf or Blastoise even. They could just Calm Mind and let me get Trick Room if I want it. That could be a problem. The timer went and then like stopped at 1. Does that mean they timed out? I'm not sure how that works in this game. Aegislash and Floette. Don't really hate that. Fake out the Floette, Mega Evolve Trick Room. Get 2 hits with Aegislash that way, potentially. I could also Mega Evolve Dark Pulse the Aegislash plus Helping Hand here. I like that better. you should... Like, Floette probably just attacks anyway, and I think you should just attack with Floette, but there's a chance they protect it because of the fake out pressure. But I don't think you should fall for the fake out pressure this turn. They are Mega Evolving the Floette, so I don't think they're protecting, but that's the kind of mon you sometimes you just Mega Evolve and protect anyway. Helping Hand goes before Protect. They're just Moon Blasting. Ouch. We can take it though. Aegislash is faster than I expected. So Dark Pulse eliminates that. No, because they're Sash. Yo. Things I did not see coming. Okay, we're pivoting. Sinistcha. Trick Room. I guess. Fast Sash, Aegislash. Say that 10 times fast. That's not game over, but that gives them... I committed a lot of resources into taking out that Aegislash, and I failed. So they're in a good position now. But if I get Trick Room up, I guess I'm in kind of a passive position even if I do, which is kind of disappointing. Gleam does so much damage. Oh, it crits. Okay, that makes sense. So we'll live, we just have to not flinch. It's only a 20% flinch chance in this game from Iron Head. Cool. I'm gonna Life Dew to keep my... No, I'm gonna get... Yeah, I'm gonna Life Dew to keep Sinistcha alive. Bring in Kingambit? I could also do it the other way. I could Matcha Gotcha. I could bring in Kingambit. And just Psychic the Aegislash to force that Protect. Oh, they swap Aegislash actually. Into their own Kingambit. It's not the worst thing in the world. We have Low Kick. We have Sinistcha. Or even Blastoise? Blastoise would just come in and click Fake Out, really. I don't want them protecting. I want to get this Low Kick. And I want to Life Dew so I can take a Dazzling Gleam. I don't know. We're not in a great spot. We have the slower Kingambit. I don't know. Low Kick's probably not going to do nearly enough. I guess I'm thinking because I was running Choppleberry Kingambit. Can Kingambit OHKO Kingambit with Low Kick? Someone know that count? Does that KO? 100 power. It's a strong move. I'm just used to Choppleberry. Yeah, they have Choppleberry. Okay. They can KO if they didn't have that. So I think I made the right play, but now I lose. Hey, we hang on. Nice. Yeah, but they're smartly going on the offensive with their Floette here. I don't think we have the juice left to close this one out. but you never know. I mean, we're in Sucker Punch range, which is a bad thing. But I guess I could click low kick and fake out the Floette. They don't protect Kingambit. I mean, we're going to run out of Trick Room and they're still going to have 4 Pokemon if they play this right. So... they won't be able to Sucker Punch our Blastoise this turn. Because we're clicking Fake Out with it. Blastoise can't do anything until Kingambit's gone. So if Kingambit just preserves itself like that. Good double protect. Now you could probably just Sucker Punch. Maybe it doesn't take. I'm gonna Iron Head Floette, and I'm gonna Water Pulse the Kingambit. Blastoise is very tanky. I mean, look at that. It's a tank. And then are you EV'd to take Iron Head? That's definitely a common interaction, and you're at full health. I never got any chip with Fake Out, so it's very possible that they just live. Let's see. No Sucker Punch. Floette does live, though, so we're cooked, unless they flinched. Even if they flinch, we're cooked. Because if they can't Moonblast this turn, they can next turn. Well, does Water Pulse take something out first? Let's go, Blastoise! They don't flinch, they take us out with Moonblast, just to prove they could. Good game to my opponent. That fast Aegislash threw me way off. I should have just set Trick Room right away. I would have been in a much better position. Good game. Okay, it's a Frostlass team with Garchomp, Sneasler, Kingambit, Rotom Wash, and Corviknight. Rain Dance is really nice. They have 5 Mons vulnerable to Fake Out, so Fake Out Rain Dance can happen. Fake Out Trick Room into Rain Dance. They can get Veil turn 1 with this lead. The only way to stop Veil, I guess, would be Aerodactyl? I don't want to do Aerodactyl. They do have Kingambit for under Trick Room, causing trouble. We have low kick on our Kingambit, so unless they're, I don't know, Choppleberry, they can still cause trouble for Blastoise either way. Frostlass Sneasler. That's cool. You just Fake Out the Sneasler, set Trick Room, and you can Blizzard, you can Shadow Ball, you can Veil. I want to Mega Evolve, Fake Out. Trick Room. Yeah. There are ways this could go wrong. I could get frozen on both. They can't Fake Out me because of the Farigiraf. It's kind of its whole thing. They might want to set Veil. If I were them, that's probably what I would go for, but there's also the consideration of doing big damage to Blastoise with Shadow Ball. I think Blizzard is the least likely. Yeah, they said Veil. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Now you play your defensive switchings. I'm going to take Rain and click Water Spout, though. Like, yeah, you can take it. You got Aurora Veil, but still. It's not like you're going to knock out Blastoise this turn, most likely. And if you don't protect anything... I mean, these two are free. I was thinking like something in the back could take this. Can you both take this? Frostlass, not super specially bulky. Sneasler gone for sure, yeah. Frostlass takes that. I think even without the Veil, it could have taken that. What? They click Blizzard. They don't have the snow, but they still connect. That's okay. It doesn't do too much damage to Blastoise. And nobody gets frozen, which is more important. And there's Kingambit. Right when you don't want to see him, there he is. I'm thinking Water Pulse Kingambit. Bring in Sinistcha. Should be able to take a hit from Kingambit. Especially at full health. They went for Sucker Punch? I guess they called the Farig swap. Water Pulse does good damage, but could have been more. Wow. Oh, and they freeze the Blastoise. No! Can't even click Fake Out. If you've already... Okay, so I guess that's just the new mechanic. Here, a play to do would be assume I don't thaw, try to avoid the Sucker Punch by clicking Fake Out, but that's not worth it. If I don't thaw, then I'd rather just get hit. I'll go for Water Pulse into Frostlass if I do thaw, and I'll bring in Kingambit now. Oh, that freeze. If I wasn't frozen, I could go into Farigiraf. I can't believe they Sucker Punched. That's crazy. The Kowtow Cleave, Blastoise eats. Blastoise is still frozen. Frostlass can't really threaten. Just take out the Blastoise. Yeah, that's fair. How's this Trick Room doing? Last turn. I think we're all right. Don't think Psychic can take the Frostlass, unfortunately. But I can low kick their Kingambit. And then I still have Sitrus Berry, so maybe I can get another Trick Room. Frostlass just protects. I'm fine with that. You cannot Sucker Punch. Now you know. They have Choppleberry, but they're already so low. This might KO anyway. Nope. Aurora Veil gone, they can't Sucker Punch, so I Sucker Punch their Kingambit and set Trick Room. If they Sucker Punch, that's fine. That's the only way they survive the turn, right? I think Sucker Punch takes from here. Very nice. Alright, we should get Trick Room, because it'll be hard for them to even connect Blizzard, and we live it from here. They actually connect on the thing they needed to connect on. But getting Trick Room up is huge. Especially with their Kingambit finally gone. They never tried to get weather control back, which is interesting. They've been clicking Blizzard a lot. Rotom Wash. Hello. I think I actually like Psychic Rotom. Kowtow Rotom. Rotom is a lot more threatening than Frostlass, and the Frostlass just protected. Cool. So I can take a guarantee against that next turn. That didn't do much. Rotom will definitely be able to get a hit off. Yep. Ooh, just barely. Will-O-Wisp into Kingambit. I think that's too little too late. Psychic can finish off Rotom for sure. And I'm sure Kowtow Cleave still takes Frostlass. So we got this. Whew. Psychic. Ka-chow. Get him, Kingambit. You the real star of this show. Nice. Goodbye, Frostlass. Psychic definitely takes the -1 special defense Rotom with 8% left. Alright. Good job, Blastoise. Good game to my opponent. That freeze on Blastoise was rough, but we came through. Alright, we're back. This Blastoise team was fun. It seems like a lot of people know what they're doing against Trick Room. I mean, we're in Master Vault here, so that makes sense. Thank you very much to Michael Kelch for creating this version of this team, and thank you for watching. If you like, leave a like on this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But anyways, I'm Jordy, and alright, peace.